I'm born and brought up in Hyderabad, India. My parents were, I had a very happy childhood, and my parents were always supportive in terms of education, and they always insisted that we should go for higher education. I also wanted to, go for higher education in definitely in US, because most of my family circle, there were a lot of people who studied from premier institutes, and they did it in US itself. So I always had a dream to have my higher education, and I got an admission in University of Illinois in 2001. But when I went for my visa, unfortunately, that is the time when 9/11 happened, and my student visa got rejected, and then I could not take up my higher education. But I did not drop my dream. In 2008, when my husband, through his company, they posted him in Los Angeles in California. In India, it is never happens that your spouse is at some other place and then the wife is at some other place. So we always are in the same place, and either most of the times it's as per the tradition. It always the wife who gives the either career or the studies. She leaves, and then that is what I did. And but being it's US, I never felt that I'm actually sacrificing anything, because I was so sure that this is land of opportunities. That is the time when I'm actually carrying my first child. I was in my 7th month. And in case if I cross my 7th month, it is not going to be easy for me, because airlines will not allow me to travel. I was very excited before I took the flight, but it was not the same when I landed. I felt I started missing my family, my parents, and I don't think there is even at least one day in which I was not thinking about my family. And I was always asking my husband, did we do a right step? Because I don't see anybody coming to me and saying that, don't worry, things will be okay. We actually sponsored my parents' visa to come and help me out. My parents were here for up to three months initially, and then when we moved here, we did not have any staff. I did not like the apartment that we took, but there was no other option, because I could not stay in a hotel for such a long time, having a baby in my I felt that I can still continue as an Indian, but I had to change my culture. There was a huge cultural conflict. I had to turn myself, because there are a lot of issues. There are a lot of stuff which is different in India, back in India, and different here. The way we talk, the way we walk, the way we eat. Obviously, the dollar and the rupee value is so different. The minute you start spending here, that too the first 3 months, it's like everything is like, oh my God, is this so expensive? So, and I think after 6 months, that is when my house started looking up. It's a complete home. In 2012, my husband had a different project in Wisconsin. I was not seeing so much welcoming hearts there. My child, my daughter, who was going to school there, she faced a lot of issues. So that is when we thought, okay, Wisconsin is not our place. I think California, we had good life. And then immediately my husband started looking for opportunities in California, and then he got it in 2013 in San Francisco. Back in India, I always had this hobby of traveling, and that is what fortunately even my husband has that hobby. So myself and my husband, we used to travel a lot. After I moved here, and then after 6, 7, 8 months, when I slowly started getting adjusted to the climate, to the people and everything, and after my baby also started responding back, healthy and all, myself and my husband, we started back the traveling hobby, and then we traveled a lot. After a couple of years, I did not feel that I was missing India so much. I saw a lot of Indian restaurants, Indian families, and then that is when I think I realized that it is not a bad thing that we actually, me and my husband moved here. And now my entire family is all set. My children, my daughter and my son, they all at schools, and then they are very happy. They're very comfortable the way their education is going on, and I'm so happy that we actually took this decision of moving.